Hey guys, today we are going to be working on Everyday Math Lesson 6.9, Writing Number Stories. So for our assignments today, you're going to be looking at IXL M16. You are also going to be creating your own number story, and then you're going to play some everyday math games to continue practicing your math fluency. So our goal for today is I can write a two-step number story to fit a number sentence. So this number story will be all about having two steps. All right, write a related multiplication fact for each division fact, and then use the multiplication fact to help find the quotient. So on this, we want to have a multiplication fact. You should have said something like 24. For another division fact, you could have said 24 divided by something equals 6, or we could say 6 times something equals 24, or something times 6 equals 24. The answer for this, we would think about our multiplication facts, and the answer will be 4. So then same thing, let's do 35 divided by 7. You should have your multiplication fact should be 7 times what equals 35. And the answer is 5. 7 times 5 equals 35. All right, so I want you to turn in your book to page 209. And we are going to be doing this connecting a number story to the number model. So the story says Quincy played 3 soccer games. In each game, he scored 2 points. How many more goals does Quincy need to solve a total of 10 goals? So we have to use this number model to solve the problem. G is going to represent the number of goals Quincy needs to score. So when I look at this, here's what I'm thinking. He needs to score 10 points. We know that's what he wants to get is a total of 10 points. So we need to know how many points he's already scored. And we know that he's already scored in 3 games. In each game, he scored 2 goals. So in order to find out how much he's already scored, we're going to have to do 3 times 2 first. So this is going to tell me how many he's already scored. Then we're going to take what he already scored and subtract it from 10 to find how many more he needs. So 3 times 2 is 6. Then we have to do 10 minus 6 equals 4. All right, let's do some more practice. Danny and Lola each have a bag of jelly beans. Danny has 9 jelly beans. Lola has 4 more jelly beans than Danny. How many jelly beans do they have altogether? So we are trying to find their jelly beans all together. That's going to be my math word. I can see the number 9, and I can see the 4. I see that Danny has 9 jelly beans, and Lola has 4 more than Danny, and we need to know how many they have together. So thinking about the words, I want to know Danny's jelly beans plus Lola's jelly beans equals, we don't know yet. We want to know how many. So that's giving me an idea how to set it up. I know Danny has 9. Lola has 9 more than Danny. So I have to figure out how many Lola has. The way that I figure that out is 9 plus 4. Remember, she has 4 more than Danny, and Danny had 9. So I solve 9 plus 4 first, that is 13, and then I can solve 9 plus 13, and that equals 22. they have 22 jelly beans together. Okay, let's look at another one. There were 18 dogs in the park. 10 dogs were brown, 3 dogs were white, the rest were black. How many dogs were black? So if I think about this, I know that the number of brown dogs plus the number of white dogs plus the number of black is going to be 18. So I know the total, and that's what I'm going to start with, and I'm going to take away what I know the brown and white were. So I need to know how many brown and white dogs there were. I can find that out by doing 10 plus 3. And it says the rest were black, so I have to figure out the difference. So I'm going to say there are 18 of these dogs, and I'm taking away the ones that were brown and white. So 10 plus 3 is 13, and I can do 18 minus 13, and that equals 5 dogs. Okay, remember I said before, brown plus white plus black equals 18. So let's try this out. There were 10 brown, 3 white, and we just found out 5 black. 0 plus 3 plus 5 is 8, and then 1 is 18. That number matches what the number story said for us. All right, so for this one, there are 4 basketball teams at the park. 3 of the teams have 5 players, and 1 team has 6 players. How many basketball players are all together? So with this one, what I know is that there are 4 teams. So team 1 plus team 2 plus team 3 plus team 4. We're trying to solve how many basketball players all together. So this is my question. I'm going to use a B for basketball. We need to figure out what each of these numbers are. So what I know is there are 4 teams. 3 of them have 5 players, and 1 has 6 players. So I want to know those 3 teams has 5 players. So how many is that? Well, I'm going to do my number sentence 3 times 5. That's going to tell me how many players there are on those 3 teams. And then I'm going to do plus 6, because I'm going to add that 6, that other team of 6 to it. And that's going to tell me how many basketball players I have. So 3 teams with 5 each. 3 times 5 is 15. Then I added 15 plus 6, and that equals 21. There are 21 basketball players all together. So the way that I can check this is I could do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 longhand. So there's 10 and 11, and that is 21. So remember, our goal was to write it with the parentheses. All right, so you're going to continue working on these different types of these number story problems, and these are the 2-step ones. So you're going to need to go to IXL M16. I want you to work on this until you get 70%, just so that you can get some more practice with it. Now, there's another thing. You are going to be writing your own number story, and this is the number story that you're going to be writing about. 12 minus the quantity 4 times 2 equals 4. So when I like to write my number stories, I think about what I like, some different things that I play with, maybe different foods, different teams like we just talked about, different dogs. We have to figure out what we want with this. So for me, I'm going to say kids. So I'm going to say kids, since I'm a teacher, kids. When I look at this, it makes me think there are 12 kids in Miss Elan's class. There are a lot of absent kids. I'm thinking about like tables, so I'm going to say Miss Eland has 5 tables, well, has 4 tables. Miss Eland has 4 tables that can seat 2 kids each. The last table will have all the absent kids. How many are left absent? How many are absent? So, not the best number story, but I can look at it. So, Miss Elin has 12 kids. So, I know when I have 12 kids, that's the total. A lot of them are absent. When I think about absent, I am thinking about they're not there. But I can see that she has 4 tables that can seat 2 kids each. I need to know that how many kids are at their tables. So I know that 4 times 2 is going to help me get there. And then I want to know what's left, who's absent. So I would say that I want to find the quantity of 4 times 2, and that's 8. But then those are the ones that are there. I need to know what's left. So that's why I do 12 minus 8 equals 4. So there are 4 kids left, or there are 4 kids that are absent. Try to make this sentence a number story. You will work at this, and then we will look at some that have been made and talk about them, see if we can solve them, see if they make sense, and then see how we can fix them.